Money used to help victims of crime might be held up due to new conditions added by the Trump administration. It's all connected to the government's immigration efforts. 13 on your side's Lauren Baker talked with State Attorney General Dana Nessel today about a lawsuit she is joining to get the conditions dropped. Lauren?
Yeah, Julia, to put it simple, AG Nessel says what the Trump administration is doing is wrong and could hurt victims and their families in more than one way.
I think to make crime victims a political, part of this political gamesmanship by the federal government is just deeply disturbing.
That's Attorney General Dana Nessel's reaction to the Trump administration's latest requests surrounding immigration efforts. Nessel says the Trump administration, through the Department of Justice, is trying to block federally funded money to the Victims of Crime Act grants, better known as VOCA, if states fail to assist the Department of Homeland Security's immigration efforts.
We're talking about $37 million for the next fiscal year that's owed to Michigan. It funds all kinds of things like domestic violence shelters, child advocacy centers, rape crisis centers, human trafficking organizations.
VOCA was signed into law in 1984 by President Ronald Reagan, and Nessel says what the DOJ is doing goes against it.
For them to come in and say it doesn't matter that this has been in the law for over 40 years and that we're required to release this money to the states, and they don't get to do that.
She says some of the requirements a state would have to follow is providing the personal information of a victim or witness of a crime to ICE. In Michigan, victims are able to protect their identity through the Address Confidentiality Program if they fear their assailant could come after them. Nessel says by ignoring this program, we could be putting victims in more danger.
Now to say that anybody at ICE can request your personal information like that, when you've been the victim of a serious crime, it's very, very disturbing. And we fear that this information could be used to re-victimize people.
She also says the efforts could deter undocumented immigrants from reporting crimes or being key witnesses out of fear of being deported.
Honestly, what it means is we're going to have far fewer successful prosecutions, and that perpetrator will then be able to go on and commit more crimes and create more victims.
Now, as of right now, the state will still receive those funds, but it's up in the air if the state will be able to in the future, which is why Nessel says she joined this lawsuit. She joins 21 other attorney generals in this lawsuit. In the newsroom, Lauren Baker, 13 on your side.